Post a comment on this web zone if you want to see the role.
Pay attention to the movie. Pay attention to the movie. Pay attention to the movie.
Man, who's fucking retarded?
I see these still. I don't know what the fatal
Oh, hi! I didn't see you.
What's that quiet? I'm making my review. Shut the fucking mouth.
Hello, everyone, and we're responding to the worst thing that happened to our viewing since Roger Ebert's death. Today, joining us is James Zampiello.
I call the people in this group chat for or not group chat, live chat for Anomaly Inc. are talking about anime, and I'm just like, that's
I
nothing
gotta
to
talk
do with
about.
Star Wars. There's nothing to do with Star
All right.
Wars.
He's a really big Dragon Ball Z fan.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Like he loves it more than Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Last time we made a pretty long video for like a very short amount of time. See this red? That we took like 40 minutes to discuss all of that.
Yeah, that's kind of me and Michael's thing. Okay, let's go.
Jedi hold their breath, which implies there's some kind of danger of them running out of breath, right? Maybe they could hold their breath for like 2 hours.
Yeah, they can. No, well, I mean, it's not 2 hours, but like they would just assume that they would just like all they know is that they've never dealt with a threat of this caliber. What do you think, James?
Well, I mean, there's like, yeah, it is a pretty big deal. So of course they're going to be holding their breath. I mean, look,
No, I mean like the Nemoidians responding to the Jedis.
yeah, I don't know.
I would assume like it would be more. Like they don't know how to deal with the threat, and not only that, but this would be a pretty effective material
Okay.
if they knew how to deal with it properly.
Continue.
Okay. Yes.
Noobs.
Well, no, that's not true, because later in the film we see they need to use them breathing.
Okay. So,
Breathing things.
Boringest one.
okay. They can't hold their breaths for prolonged periods of time. And it's shown in the film that they're not holding their breaths for prolonged periods of time. So they need the breathing apparatus to go into Gunga City, but not to survive the Dioxis. There are two sides of this coin.
Yeah. It's a little
The most
unfair.
boringest one.
The most boringest one. Look, there's some problem with that.
Okay.
Boringest one.
Okay, continue.
Water for that short swim to the Gunga Sea world. So anyways, it's like the Jedi know that the droids are going to open up the door in a very short time before they run out of breath, because they don't immediately start.
I think like that's the sort of fair point, but it wasn't like they could have just yeah, that's a fair point. I gotta give credit to him.
Yay, Mr. Plinkett.
Do you have any responses to that, James?
No, Mr. Plinkett said something right.
Okay, actually, I do have a response. Gas doesn't take too long to kill people, but water is like, but they couldn't breathe with water. Like, they couldn't just hold their breath.
All right.
Doing nothing in that room. The other, they had to do
Water
something.
takes longer.
Yes. Like, and that took more
Well,
energy,
yeah,
so they would
were
have to.
swimming and. Well, yeah, you said Yeah, you said it.
Okay. Okay.
Trying.
Whenever he gets something wrong, just play the most boringest sound.
The most boringest one.
Okay, R3, let's serve up some soup. May
Okay.
the force be with you.
Wait. All right, continue.
Sorry.
Yes.
To cut their way out, which is what I'd be doing. I'd probably be screaming too, like a little.
You're not a Jedi.
The most boringest one.
A Jedi would know how to deal with that. And they decided not to cut it because that would require more work, and it would be easier to just like pretend to be dead. And they were probably trying to do that, but they didn't have enough time to do that. Right, Diego? Right, James? You can see that they're near the door entrance.
Well, yeah, they have to react fast, so it's like, I mean, they might as
Okay,
well.
they're not near the door in one shot, and then near the door when the battle droids open the door. So they were probably trying to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what are they doing in there? Then the dumbest line in the movie is said.
They must be dead by now. Destroy what's left of them.
Like cremate the bodies or something. You ever? This guy's probably never heard of this thing called cremating the body, destroying the evidence, because that would be what they're doing, or like they must be, even if that sentence is not meant to be taken too literally, or if it is, you can still respond to it by saying that you don't want dead Jedi on your hands. Okay, continue.
You are an absolute numpty. You buffoon. You Disney puppet.
Hey, asshole. How about you leave the door closed for like 4 hours?
They would have cut the door open.
Jeez.
Bruh. Like, who makes that kind of point?
They will. Not only would they have cut the door open, but they would have found another way out. So leaving the Jedi in that room, like putting the droids in, is just to make sure that it doesn't happen again. Like, to make sure that they're dead. They're truly dead. You have anything to say, James?
Battle droids don't really. I mean, at least in this case, battle droids don't really put up much of a fight against someone as experienced as Qui-Gon. So it's a little redundant to me.
What do you mean, like? What do you mean
Like,
by
I don't know. I mean, Qui-Gon can defeat battle droids really easily. So sending them in to kill him is. I mean, of course I wouldn't expect whoever's in charge. It's been a while since I've seen this movie. To know this specifically, but still from an outside point of view.
From an outside point of view, it's not a mistake in the movie, though.
No, yeah.
Okay, let's continue.
Try to cut through the door? Start shooting them in the face.
Yeah, they could easily deflect the shots as shown. So, and then, okay, so the gas would be redundant because there would be a hole cut in the wall.
Yeah, so the gas would leak out. So there'd be no point, there'd be no point to doing it.
Does I even pay attention to his own arguments? Let's continue.
Gas and keep pumping it in. Obviously, you've never suffocated a hooker that was trying to escape from your crawl space before.
That's a terrible joke. James, what do you think of that joke?
Irrelevant.
It's irrelevant because, because the whole point is those three combinations wouldn't work. Because the Jedi would just, okay, if the droids come, then they pump the gas, then they lock the door. That might have worked, but even still, that's a stretch.
Continue.
Like, there's no way they didn't know how to deal with these people, and that's obvious. Let's continue before I start losing even
Go
more
with the
brain cells.
fast kill, low irritant kind. It's in the blue bottle. It works the best.
In the blue bottle.
What's with this? What's with these jokes? Like, okay,
What's with the music?
that's a famous song by Britney Spears.
I know the song, but like, why?
It's the best. And they have like 6 cans though. What was I talking about?
Tell me when to pause.
Oh, right. So they open the doors anyways, and they let the Jedi out and attack them with completely useless robots. Just tell them to leave.
That's not gonna work if they,
Why would you ever tell
threat-
somebody to leave?
if you threaten to kill them, then what's the point of telling them to leave? Excuse me, person who I shot with the gun. Please leave my house. Oh, sure. Since I'm bleeding profusely, I'm gonna leave your house.
This man has no comprehension of anything.
And
Oh, it's actually kind of nice. I'll keep it like that.
Anything else to comment on?
Oh my gosh, guys. On a side note, my skin is so white, I'm becoming part of the screen.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's continue.
Oh,
Yoshi.
it's kind of...
And then when their ship flies out of your space dock, shoot it with lasers! Also, we need to consider the fact that killing 2 Jedi that were sent there as peaceful ambassadors would be a pretty
Okay, who really cares about crimes? Because Palpatine's manipulating the whole thing, and he wants to cause bad things to happen to both sides.
Okay, so, like, I think they knew about that before, and, like, if that would be extremely suspicious if they did that, so they just decided to say, like the Palpatine's point isn't to kill them, so I think he would have, like stopped that. Plus, these guys haven't been shown to be the brightest. Hey, Michael, stop it! What is your points? What is your points on this video? Like, what do you think?
I think actually this guy is pretty... I'm not going to say insane, but he's pretty off the mark. Like, a lot of these things, if he just used common sense, he could figure it out. But no, he literally spends 0 effort, and I feel like it's more of a
what is your response to it? He should have just shot them while they were leaving space.
Well, the Jedi, or which one?
The Nemoidians, the ones.
The Nemoidians. Well, first... So, the Jedi...
Why is your microphone so bass boosted, Michael?
It is. Let me try to fix it. So, let me get this straight.
Don't you like that, Michael?
I do, actually. I actually quite like audio settings. Okay, so...
Crusader Knights, Mr. D&D.
Yeah!
Diego.
Okay, so...
Yeah?
So let's get this clear. So, he's asking the question, why didn't the Jedi... Like, oh my god. Okay,
why didn't the
Jedi blow up the Nemoidians?
No, why didn't the Nemoidians blow up the Jedi on their ship?
Okay. Well, it's a good point. But at this point, I really don't know, Johnny. Maybe if we keep watching.
No. Like, this point has to be addressed here.
Yeah, it's a good point. Well, I would say this. Jedi do have the ability to kind of do that mind trick, but we don't see that on screen. So if we're strictly going by what's on screen, first, these guys cut through like a double-sealed bulkhead. So it's kind of like taking a wizard and putting him into medieval times.
I got it. I got what you're saying. I got a response. The droid control ships wouldn't be effective once they leave dock. And the Jedi would be able to sense that they're being blown up, so.
That makes sense. That's a legitimate answer. That makes sense.
Okay, let's continue.
The Galactic Senate, an organization that runs everything, including the space taxes. I mean, you could just claim that they never got there.
I know nothing of any ambassadors.
I have assurances from the Chancellor. His ambassadors did arrive.
space taxes. I mean, this was a long,
I
long
mean,
time
they
ago.
sent for an ambassador. They sent for an ambassador, and let's see, what are you saying? There's a certain. Okay, so what he's saying is that they should have said the ambassadors never got there. But like, if you wanted the Jedi. Okay, so
It makes sense.
no, explain why. Because I'm drawing a blank here because it's not like, okay, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, I got it. It doesn't really matter either way because like,
Yeah.
you can give them false hope by saying that.
Yeah, but then you
Okay,
can
there
add
it is.
James.
You can give them false hope by saying that they.
That makes sense.
Okay,
The false
so
hope thing.
when this guy gets the sword fighting part of the video, like I don't know if that's in here, but if he gets to that, we're gonna do a little skit. Like we're gonna have a little skit where we just beat him up, and then say, "How's this for choreography?" Okay, continue.
Burned wreckage of their ship inside your horribly burned docking bay. Number 4. Who's doing what? Where?
Okay,
why?
can you rewind that?
This man is literally burning my brain out.
Number 4. Who's doing
The
what?
most boring.
Where? Why?
No. Okay, pause. Can whoever playing that music please stop? Okay, can you rewind it to 4:48? Because we didn't. Okay, let's continue.
Of their ship inside your horribly burned docking bay. Number 4. Who's doing what?
It's the video.
Who's doing what? Where? Why?
Are you there,
Okay, so
Michael?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm here.
okay, so like no one's gonna see this docking ship, so what's the point? Like if they saw a ship getting blown up, like they can't see the ship getting blown up if it's in the docking bay, but they can see the ship getting blown up if it's in space.
That makes sense.
Besides, yeah, like I can see a car. If a car got blown up in a garage, I wouldn't see it as much. Or
but you'd see a little bit. But
yes, like if I was far away.
yeah, like you're not gonna see the new a skyscraper that has a place in New York blow up from a very long way away. Although
you would see that, but these people have like telescopes, and it would be easier to conceal a destroyed ship. Plus, like they can if it's in their fleet, they can chalk it up to saying, "Oh, it was an accident and we destroyed it." Like it was an accidental misfire.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let us continue.
This guy is kind of hard to respond to because, like, right now he's actually making some good points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But also
He's not
sometimes
as
he
dumb
makes
as we
like the
thought.
worst points that I ever heard.
Like, okay, last episode was the worst. Like, not even kidding. Okay, let's continue.
I feel like it's only gonna get worse.
No, this guy. Okay, yes, but like, what? Ooh boy, people are gonna hate it for what he has to say on the prequel sword fights.
Where? Why? Why are the
Okay, let's continue.
Shatnerians taking orders from this mystery hologram again?
Because he's
Palpatine.
for all they know, he's the head of the trade people.
All you know
the
is,
separatists.
yeah, all you need to know is that it's his boss. Like, you're not questioning why Darth Vader takes orders from Palpatine, and Episode 5, why Darth Vader takes orders from Grand Moff Tarkin. You just assume that that's their boss.
Would you
Right.
dare question Godfather? No. No.
So is there like any more points to it besides like you just know it's their boss by the fact he's giving orders?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's a. I
So
don't think it's
he
Star
says,
Wars. We don't really need to know per se.
He said, look, the Nemoidians directly say, I will contact Lord Sidious.
Oh yeah, that is right. So they definitely have done something in the past. We just don't know what, and that's off screen. So we really don't need to know.
Yeah, and like most people know the name Sidious, so they're just assumed like he's their boss because like boss
Yeah,
or something.
that makes sense.
Makes sense. No reason to complain here. Anyways, like this is the part where the video
Oh boy,
gets
I'm gonna have to. We're gonna have to make fun of this dialogue.
okay.
Johnny, you're cutting out a little bit.
I'm also cutting out.
No.
Wait, where's James?
No, we lost one. Okay, that was. Oh, he's.
James. Okay.
I disappeared. Finally get the
These videos are making my voice box disappear.
It
Every-
is.
I made
I
my
wasn't
voice
gonna got
box disappear. Okay, let's continue.
So worth risking their entire organization for. The location of the Fountain of
Where is this guy even going with this?
Like, okay, so what he's saying is, what is worth risking their entire federation for? I think they know they're not going to have repercussions, so they wouldn't do this.
Yeah.
Like, there isn't really that many casualties.
Well, plus most of their army is like 99% droids. The only real guys are the guys in authority.
Anyways, whoever says that let's see, Newt Gunray is racist. He's one of my favorite characters in I'm Asian. So like,
don't insult Johnny.
No, but it's ridiculous that they would say Newt Gunray is racist. He doesn't really do anything that's racist. Like, he doesn't go, I need noodle. You're not getting noodle. Okay, let's go.
made of gold, corrective surgery for this woman's face.
We know what they want. It's explicitly told in the movie, like they're gonna, and they says there's a blockade.
This is true.
James, can you stop that?
What's going on?
What else do we know? Like, what motivations? We have enough.
James, what do you have to say about this?
Okay.
Not much, because I'm still trying to figure out how to get the virtual screen.
If you paid attention to the movie, maybe why would have left you.
Let's continue the video before this
Wait,
goes
what was
way
it?
out of whack.
Oh, we're never told, are we?
Okay, are we told, Michael? Very simple question.
Are we told?
Are we told what they want?
I'm pretty sure we are. I'm pretty sure.
Yes, we are. Like, they're blockading a planet for a reason.
Yeah, I mean, they're separatists and also...
No, we don't know. They're just the Trade Federation right now.
Yeah, that's right. It's an Attack of the Clones that they become separatists, correct?
Wait,
yes.
Why is all his reviews about the Trade Federation? Like most of his focus is on the Trade Federation scene.
I don't know. Like,
what do you think about him focusing on that?
Like, okay, we can talk about the video quality, or there's only an hour and 10 minutes in this review. That's not a lot, and he talks in a really slow tone. So like, and he's not asking questions like in The Last Jedi. Like, he's not giving constructive feedback. He's just saying what he wants.
Yeah.
Let me give you an example of constructive feedback for The Rise of Skywalker. So you know how, like, there's no explanation for...
Johnny.
to do with say Camino is a dark planet. one with many Sith secrets. And then people would have known, and it would have been a callback to the old movies. Like, so that would have been what JJ wanted. And it would have given audiences explanation for why he didn't appear.
James,
This is not the type of criticism these people are giving them. Giving George Lucas.
yeah,
They're just complaining that they're stupid.
yeah. I mean, this guy is just he keeps saying it.
He's like asking questions, but he never explores any of the questions that he's asking.
Exactly.
Like,
He's making statements that don't hold up just
He's
for
making-
the sake of doing it.
yes, because like I've seen YouTubers who look at a scene and then say like, why this doesn't work? Like, okay, like what do they mean by this? And then they explore the meanings and then they refute those meanings.
Yes.
Also, leave George out of it. Don't make this a personal attack against George Lucas.
Yeah.
Let's get a personal attack against Mr. Plinkett.
This isn't personal. He's the okay guy.
No, we're just
we're just responding to a video in which. Okay, let's continue.
yes. Let's before my
Full of
entire
insane people to
happiness.
follow you in some kind of legal or crazy scheme. But when you're talking about a huge organization that's run with military efficiency, then they're probably going to want something in return for the use of 30 of their ships and risking everything.
It's legal protection, right? He's just like, I will make it legal. Meaning that with their help, they both invade the planet. Sidious politically, and the Nemoidians militarily.
That makes sense because Sidious is setting it up, so
Sidious is like saying,
he's playing both sides, which we
well,
don't know.
I
but
mean, he's not. It's not like he's playing both sides right now. It's just that he's manipulating a situation so that he's like sabotaging the Nemoidians.
Yeah.
And he's also like showing the broken remains of the Republic to Padme. Why I say Padme? Oh no.
No, he's getting to his brain. Quick, we must finish this before it's too late.
Some future political favors because it would give away who he is. When they got arrested at the
I mean, they don't. We never shown they get arrested at the end. They don't know that Palpatine betrayed them. And beside the point, they are legally protected. And I assume. Okay. So let's just look at it. What is this guy saying with the statement? Well, I think what he's saying, and if
you're British.
if I'm wrong, correct me.
Oh, Mike.
But what he's saying is that the Nemoidians got the short end of the deal, and that's bad because they should have done this. You see, he's saying the characters should do things in the movie that he would have done, but not characters should do things in the movie that the characters would have done. Like in the Last Jedi, it makes no sense that Luke would act in such a grumpy way, right?
Right.
Yeah, it makes sense. But why is he so grumpy? That's a whole other thing.
It's a whole other thing, but I'm saying it to prove a point. If, like, the Nemoidians are established as, like, sort of stupid, and Palpatine is sort of smart, so it's not really contradicting anything. But, okay, the Nemoidians are acting in character, and they're acting in character, and they don't know that they've been betrayed, per se. So I would have just assumed, like, it's only by the third movie that they learn that they've been betrayed, and that's, like, when it's too late. Any thoughts on that?
I mean, no, because we'll find out that he's playing both sides. Palpatine.
Yes, but the characters in the movie don't know that, and they don't know that they've been betrayed. So
that makes sense. So
they still trust this person because He
Total sense. Nobody here has foresight except the Jedis, and that's why Yoda says later in Revenge of the Sith, like, we must be very careful when you're dealing with
Sidious. As elected chancellor, he can actually grant these people more political support. Continue.
Continue what?
Yeah.
Like a hologram in a cloak. He made us do it. In fact, he looks like Palpatine.
Okay,
He
when the
is
Godfather
Palpatine.
asks you... Yeah, thank you, Diego. Look, when the Godfather asks you to do a job, you do it.
Okay,
It's just a chain of command.
It's the chain of. It's not only the chain of command, but they don't see that he is Palpatine. Like, they don't see him as the Senate. Oh wait, they might have, but he wasn't like directly shown to them.
Yeah. Which that makes sense.
And they wouldn't have known that because it's just like it doesn't. Those two shit. Those I would have been. He doesn't look the same in those two shots. So, like, I mean, he definitely has a disguise going.
Yes, he does. He's obviously put up his hood and put on.
Well, a thing they could have commented on is the fact that they don't recognize that the voice that sounds like Palpatine is Palpatine.
Yes, that is something because many times, you know, Batman. Oh, it's a different voice. Who is this? It's me, Martha.
Save Martha.
We should do that movie at it. Yeah. It's the name of his wife.
No, it's his mother's name. Alabama.
Sweet home Alabama.
What have I done?
Okay, let's continue.
I can't remember the rest of the lyrics.
The recordings of the hologram. You want to look at them? I find it hard to believe that these guys never started pointing
Yes, this is
fingers.
very awkward.
Like, they can't just say, oh, okay, a robed guy told me to do something. Besides, the robed guy gave them power, and it was their own decision, so they can't really play the blame game.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Can't put enough quotation marks around the word story, so I won't try. What do you mean? You're embarrassing. You're embarrassing yourself. You're embarrassing yourself, Mr. Plinkett. Yeah, he's embarrassing himself because we can all understand. We can all understand the plots of the movies, right? Can you, James?
Mm-hmm.
So, if he doesn't understand it, in fact, like, this whole review is an extreme embarrassment to him. Let's continue.
5. I can't put enough quotation marks around the word story, so I won't try.
This was the point he used in his previous video, and he's just repeating it again. If you're gonna focus on one thing, focus on one thing. If you're gonna focus on two things, focus on two things. But don't pretend that you're focusing on many things, on a few things, and pretending they're all one thing. Right? Don't pretend to focus on many things while you're only focusing on a few things. Okay, continue. Oh, and this video is official. Like, this review series is officially longer than his other reviews. They have scanners.
Yeah. That makes sense.
They have scanners. Besides, like, where else could they have gone? Like, I mean, the droidicas saw where they went.
Yeah.
That answer me thing in the mouth face. What is that, anyways?
Where even is Michael? He disappeared.
Okay, so, like, let's find a better reason for knowing they've gone up the ventilation shaft besides they can scan things. I mean, it's an already established fact that they can scan things. But let's just say, like, there's a bunch of troops everywhere, so I think it would have been obvious to report where they've gone.
Yeah.
And even then, like, can we think of another reason? Besides scanners, truths.
Where did Michael go?
I'm still here.
Oh,
Okay, I guess those are the
I-
only two reasons, but that's good. Like it's shown in and you hope that they can scan for life.
That is true. That's very true.
Okay, there you go.
what's
What
going on
did you
with this
do?
screen? I didn't do anything. Michael's doing it.
Me?
Or James.
I have admitted to my crimes.
Oh.
Okay, so like,
So,
Is
like, what do
there-
you think about the movie, James? What do you think about his point?
is there? Okay, so those things are. Now, what do you think of those points? Yeah, that kind of does look a bit stereotypy.
Hmm.
True dat.
Well,
There. There we go.
I'm thinking of just what other points we can say besides Michael, get back in the room.
Get back in that room!
Like, there are these things called surveillance. And that's probably what they're doing. Like, they want to see the control of the ship. Is there... Michael, get back.
Get back. Right now.
Michael. Okay, let's just wait for
With
him.
Granny.
Hey, do you know what one of the stronger SCPs is?
What's wrong with your face? Anyways,
Oh, I'm sorry. It's not my fault. I was born blind.
Pause.
Oh gosh.
What's wrong with your face? That's not a criticism.
Who's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life?
Also, look at you. Look at you. You're the one talking. The most boringest movie.
How many
Quote.
times are we gonna say the most boringest one?
Diego, why can we not? Oh, he's sharing his screen. Guys,
am
I'm fading
the
away.
Senate.
Look at my arms. I have literally become the embodiment of what it means to be a white screen.
I am the Senate.
Are we whitewashing
Not
you?
yet. Well, considering
It's
I haven't been out
treason,
in weeks,
then.
kind of.
Okay, let's continue.
Yes.
Doggone, they end up in the hangar base somehow, where the droid armies are being staged for an invasion. Why don't the Jedis just start fighting all of them?
I wonder why.
I wonder why there are only 2 Jedi and 500,000 droids. It's not like the amount of bullets flying everywhere is gonna kill them.
I mean, it definitely killed Kiadi Mundi.
Yes, okay. Well, those were clones. And
True,
okay,
true.
so
But it also
Here's
killed
a-
the Jedi in Attack of the Clones, and those were droids.
Yeah. Okay, so here's a complaint I have. Let's see if you can answer it. How do Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan sneak aboard the ship without like a bunch of troopers being alerted to them?
You know, they've done Force tricks before. I'm sure
But-
they've been able to do
Oh yeah, because they're not activated until they reach the land.
That's
so.
actually a good Homer Simpson.
Homer.
How do you do that? I want to learn how to do that.
I don't know, probably drawing it since you were a little boy.
I feel sorry that my cousin's birthday party, he went to see the Rise of Skywalker.
Rest in peace, Junior.
My cousin Benjamin.
Bobby took us
Okay.
to see The Last Jedi, or was it? No, it was
Yeah, he did take us to see The Last Jedi. The thing is, these Disney movies, they feel so cool when you first watch them.
I wonder how much Bobby regrets that.
Why is my face so? I'm literally become white.
Oh my goodness.
Take on me.
You look like
Okay,
You know what?
Let's
Take a
continue.
screenshot of that and make an SCP.
Okay, let's continue.
Unlimited power.
Let's
Who would
continue.
win? Wait, let me say something. Who would win? A bunch of hard-trained guards who were specifically selected by the Emperor for their pure skill and who trained and devoted their entire life since they were a kid out into hard training with harsh conditions and finally becoming sword trooper? Or some green midgety boy with a glow stick?
Some green midgety boy with a glow stick. Obviously.
Okay, let's continue.
My
Shift
gosh,
and
I'm
head back to
ascending.
Coruscant to tell the Galactic Senate.
Well, their ship was blown up.
This
What
guy's
the-
just saying facts of the moment. He's like not even like this guy just keeps saying things that are happening now.
If you won't pay attention to the movie, why even bother? But the thing is, we have to give this guy a fair shot since he actually got three
Wait,
me
sort
of good points. This guy.
Yeah. Okay.
He had like 3 sort of semi-good points about the movie.
And we should put a timestamp on those. Diego, do more work. End of story.
Okay,
It's not so crazy because later in the film they attempt to run the blockade.
but they don't have a ship. Okay, let me just think about this for a second. Their ship was blown up, so how are they gonna get a ship?
They don't. Or, they steal one because they're on a droid, basically, aircraft carrier.
Yes, but that's definitely gonna get shot.
Yes.
So there's the best course of action is to go get a small fleet.
Yeah. That definitely makes sense.
Plus that they had shield generators, so it's not guaranteed. Okay, we don't really see it. No, okay, we can just assume that the droids wouldn't allow them onto the ship.
Yeah.
You can just.
It does make sense.
Let's continue.
Through. The fact that they even tried that makes this a possible option.
Yes, but doing that with an enemy ship is going to get you blown up really easily.
Yeah.
Not only that, but they're actively looking for you. Hey, can you make that? Can you?
What are we doing with our lives?
Well, why?
Do you like my face?
We're causing our brain cells to explode in the most kamikaze way possible.
I have become all powerful.
Whoa! You're okay. Let's continue.
What is wrong with your face?
Yeah, what's wrong with your
How
face?
dare he? I set myself up for that. I shouldn't have
So
thought that.
Qui-Gon in all his wisdom thinks it's a better idea to go down with the army.
Well, okay, that's a fair point. I'm gonna have to say it's I'm pretty sure. Actually, never mind. All the ships are going.
Gosh, that's freaky.
All the ships are going to Naboo, so it would be pretty suspicious. Plus, they can. It's not like they're. If you're piloting a ship, it's going to be obvious to hijack it.
Yeah. Plus, I'm pretty sure at this point, have they figured out that the Jedi are on board yet, or?
I think that
Oh, yeah,
they have figured it out, but they don't know where the Jedi are because they're hiding.
Exactly.
And if you're piloting a ship, you can't really hide.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
So the best idea is to go down to Naboo. Okay, let's continue.
We've got to warn the Naboo and contact Chancellor Valorum.
Hey, genius. If you're going down with the army, don't you think it's a little too late to warn them about the army? And what the
It takes a while to move an army.
Yeah, it does. It does.
That's
especially
Plus,
when
like
the electronics is really high.
they have to traverse terrain and stuff.
Yeah. Now, a good point, I'm going to play devil's advocate. A good point is, well, they're hover tanks. Why don't they just, like, hover over everything? Like, just increase your feet thing by, like, 6 feet. What's your response to that, Johnny?
Yeah, like, they should have just used the tanks, but I'm thinking that's a bit slow.
Yeah, it is. The hover tanks are obviously faster because I'm pretty sure they catch up with Jar Jar. No, those are rollers, but
No, like those pig-looking tanks.
yeah.
They don't really catch up with Jar Jar. The thing is, Jar Jar is just like caught in the heat of the moment.
Well, Jar Jar catches up with them.
And if this guy makes a point about Jar Jar, we're gonna roast him. Like we're just because Jar Jar is epic.
He is. He's the reason why the Jedi.
He's stronger than Superman.
Oh, so many. He's like the younger. He's like the new generation's. He's like those generations. What's it called? C-3PO.
Yes.
Okay. Stop it, Karen.
Oh, okay, I respect that. That's legit.
Okay,
that was really good, Johnny. That was good.
Let's continue.
Nice. They don't even have a real army, just volunteers.
Our security volunteers will be no match against the battle-hardened Federation army.
Wait a second. Yeah, they're no match. So if they it would be better if they just like gathered the important political figures and escaped Naboo than letting them all die.
Not even I would do that.
Are you an angel?
I have a boyfriend.
I have a boyfriend.
The end.
Warning the Naboo is the best option in this case because they can actually like escape the planet instead of them all being captured. And they're gonna be overrun, so like if they don't warn the Naboo, they're all gonna be captured and sent to the camps. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm here. I'm back. I'm better than ever, and I wish my camera.
Your nose is still fading. Like.
Well, I'm sorry. So is your tan.
You take that back now. So the options are escape and get blown. Take an enemy cruiser and get blown up. Go to the planet and try to warn the people about the invasion.
Yeah. So because they're Jedi, they're going to obviously do the most righteous thing, unless they're Mace Windu in that case. Not yet.
It's
he's actually like he's not a Jedi per se. Like he's not totally in tune with the light side of the Force.
Even have a real army, just volunteers.
Our security volunteers will be no match against the battle-hardened Federation army.
So the droid army just rolls in, unchallenged, as expected. Just like the Nazis into France, in a little historical event you might have heard of. What was it called? The French Revolution.
This man.
Is that an argument? Is that an argument?
It's not an argument. And Mr. Plinkett, I just want to say, you are a wonderful human being.
Look, I
hope you never find rest in this life for insulting the prequels, ever. I want you to know that every single day that you're out there, more innocent children are being hurt. I want you to know that
look,
I will
people are
and that Liam Neeson will kill you.
People aren't going to like. Okay, the difference between what's going to happen to the sequels and what's going to happen to the prequels is that the sequels are not going to like. The sequels, are all PG-13. So
that makes sense.
Okay, so what was his point? in what he just said. What was his point? Like, he's just saying they have these options, and one of them, and the one I say is better because blah 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 French Revolution. When
It has no point. He's making nonsense now.
If you think about it, like, okay, so, like, we've repeated this like 5 times already, but they can either die with no reason whatsoever or save as many people as they can.
Yeah, and if it were me, hopefully it never comes down to that, but I would try to save everybody. I'd try to save the person who's most dear to me, the person who I've liked for a long time. Diego, you better have your notepads out.
Jedi.
I'm only going to say
Jedi. These Jedi can't love. Remember. Remember, these Jedi are forbidden from attack.
You kind of set yourself up for that.
No, I did not. That's not how. Okay, let's finish this video before I die of brain failure.
Before I get brain damage.
I'm gonna die of brain failure soon.
Decide to stow away on different ships.
Let's split up. Stow aboard separate ships and meet down on the planet.
Is this guy a fucking retard?
No, no, you. No, you. No, you. No, you. No, you. No, yeah. If you took all the matter in the universe, smashed it into a black hole, and then take 5,000 of those and
mustache.
Okay. And smash them into a single black hole, you would get the contents of your brain. Like, that's how dumb you are.
So he's basically like -1 Kelvin.
-1 million.
Maybe that's why they call him Qui-Gon Jinn, because he's always drinking gin.
Okay, that's not true. And the only person who ever got tempted by any type of addiction was Obi-Wan with the death sticks.
But what would going down on the planet on separate ships accomplish?
Okay, if they go together on the same ship, it's easier to spot them.
Yes, true.
Just a second.
But Johnny, what are you doing here? No, get back. Get back. I'm kidding.
Okay,
that would actually be funny. Johnny, we should do this at some point.
A mouse.
Yes. Number 1. Increase the chances of getting caught by one.
Well, wait a second. How? Let's.
This man is
okay, so we explained why, because there's less people, and therefore, like, if one of them gets caught, the other one can be evaded, and and vice versa. Like, do you have anything else to add on to this, Michael?
I mean, yeah, I don't. This guy is just kind of going insane, as I've said many times, but like, it's better if they just go separately because it decreases their chances of getting caught, both of them, but by like half. So I don't get why.
I think this guy drank some Qui-Gon gin.
Oh, okay.
It's a joke.
Is that why he said gin?
Yeah, he said.
But you're a joke.
Let's continue.
Qui with gin.
2. Have no one else to help you if you get.
I mean, like, you can okay, so you're not gonna, okay, there are always risks of splitting up, but if you both get captured, you will both be compromised, and these people have already been shown to be effective with, like, small armies of droids, so it's not gonna be too bad a loss.
Yeah.
Plus, like, they're all gonna land close together, so... Okay, let's continue.
Into a fight with robots. 3. Increase the possibility of getting separated by hundreds, if
that's okay. What kind of an army would? What kind?
I mean, it makes no sense. Like,
an army that far apart.
Nobody, and it makes no sense. If this guy literally took like 5 seconds to.
Okay, no. Okay. You gotta explain why it doesn't make sense, because if we don't explain why, we're not better than him.
Exactly. Well, in real life, you want in standard army stuff, not Delta, not Special Forces, which these guys are. These guys are regular standard
These
army.
these guys are grunts. Like
Yeah. You're not going to deploy one grunt at the Antarctic Ocean and another one in Canada. You just don't do that because you have mass troops, do mass invasions.
like
That's just how war works.
look, just like saying it on its own, like the most you're gonna what type of army would just like place their armies in easy pickings for each other, and if they landed in one place, it wouldn't like get. They could all. It would like stop the chance. It wouldn't. Okay, can you stop that? It would decrease the chances of them. Like they can mobilize faster if they all group in one place.
Yeah.
It's a dumb argument. I've legitimately never heard an argument is this except for my favorite scene in the whole trilogy was when Luke milked that fat alien.
This guy has a really.
No. That wasn't him. That was a different guy. Like, but
if both of them admit it, then they just.
No. Because like, that's a different guy.
At least that green dinosaur cow had more character than the other characters in the sequels.
The green dinosaur cow had a better character arc than Luke Skywalker.
Had a better character than
Skywalker,
Finn, Rey, all those characters.
Bro, fight the power. I'm just joking.
Rey Skywalker. Okay, let's continue.
Oh, it's landing. How nice.
Thankfully, they both aren't discovered, and they meet up in the same spot in the woods. Then, although the reason for them going down to the planet was to warn the Naboo about the army, they decide to follow a cartoon rabbit underwater. Why?
Like they need a way to get to the Naboo. So, like so they just go underwater so that they can, like, get to the Naboo faster.
Yeah.
Naboo is a planet. Theed is a city.
I mean, Theed. Yes, Theed. Thanks.
Johnny, he's getting to you. He's melting your brain.
Ow.
Exactly.
Ow, like, ow. You see this?
Naboo
yes.
He made you confuse Theed for Naboo. Naboo is a planet, Theed is a city.
Naboo, yeah, and, like, that's a faster way. And plus, like, they actually have a lead to get to the city now.
What did I do?
Why was I not told about this?
This is proof this video is losing. It's taking away Johnny's brain cells. This can't be fair.
By 2 points,
Pop,
Johnny.
pop, 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 pop. Ow, 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 my brain cells. Okay, let's continue.
Let's just keep moving towards the Naboo city. Hey, Ginny.
He just say Naboo City, not Theed.
Like he doesn't. The
Naboo City.
Yeah, I can't reason why anyone would think this is a good review.
Yeah, me neither. It's just.
I think it's just because it's funny, like that.
Yeah.
No. People will say this is the best takedown of the Star Wars prequels.
Like
it's really long.
The most boringest takedown.
They like it
that are humorous, but not actually informative.
They like it because it's long. Like they can say that they like some long film critique or something. Yeah. You want to know like the longest critique I've ever listened to, and there's still like
me.
The longest critique I've ever listened to was 5 hours, and they still had some more stuff to say.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Okay, let's continue.
I thought you went down there to warn the Naboo. How is this gonna accomplish?
Because like they can get a lead to Theed. Yeah, I didn't call it Naboo. Lead to Theed. Lead to Theed.
We're almost done. We're
but like
part 3 of 7. Ah! Okay.
Hey, cut this out. But like,
what was your plan from the beginning when you got down there? Did you plan to find a magic?
To me, for literally half a second, it looked like Qui-Gon Jinn was balancing a really weird skull or a piece of bread on his head.
Yes, okay, but like, yeah, what was his plan?
Well, I would think he has to get to the Chancellor on Naboo because there's an invasion. I'm pretty sure that's a big plan.
Like,
Charlie, let him out.
I think they would have known how to get there. It's just like, no, yeah, that's a good point. So he has 5 good points so far in this 30-minute review.
Wow, good for him. Not at all, though.
Watercraft that would go through the planet's core? Or did you just plan to run along the surface? What's wrong with your face?
Pause.
Stop making the same joke. We get it. We get it. He's like a blind, hypnotized, freaking Zoid man.
How does this feel, huh? The most boringest one. The most boringest one. The most boringest one. The most boringest one.
Okay. Show your camera and then just scream that out.
I'm
joke,
legitimately
James. This is
happy,
your
Diego.
time to repeat the joke, James.
The most boringest one.
James, of all the people that I've met, you can do Mr. Plinkett's voice the best. Probably
the most boringest one.
Okay,
let's all say it together. Ready, set, go.
The most boringest one.
I think this should be like an almost like we should eventually turn this into a diss track. But like seriously, this guy should feel ashamed that he's being taken down by 4 teenagers.
But 20-year-olds like him.
This guy. Okay,
like
let me just say. Let me just say. Right now, we are disproving the most reputable source for prequel hate.
Yes.
Okay, let's continue. Let's just continue. Like
the first point, they should have ditched Jar Jar.
You got this, Johnny. Just keep. It's only 30 more seconds.
What? You do not get to dictate what the creator says. You do not get to dictate that. You don't. Do I tell you that you should speak differently? No, I don't. I mean, I would want you to do that, but you do. No.
He doesn't need to, but he should.
You do not get to dictate that. If he wants the funny alien, he can have that. There's nothing wrong with his character. It's not like please let me go. Okay, let's continue.
Okay, we're gonna give Johnny if we don't.
You'll do whatever you want. We'll let you do whatever you want after that.
Take it back now.
Angry.
Take it back.
Okay.
And roast as much as you want.
Okay, and also Jar Jar was the first.
Lapses and common sense and blood.
Hold on, let me rewind that. It got muted.
I'll say this though,
like technology for Jar Jar was
the lapses in common sense and logic begin to.
I'll say this.
Okay. So like, Jar Jar was actually one of the most groundbreaking characters ever. Like, without him, modern technology couldn't exist.
Okay, that's kind of a big claim, Johnny. You may want to just specify that. Just a little.
No, like what I'm saying is he was
CGI
technology. He was the first motion capture CGI creature, like fully motion capture.
Gotcha. That makes sense. That's legitimate.
You should feel ashamed for prequel fans who bullied Ahmed Best, the actor of Jar Jar, should feel ashamed for what they did to him.
Like, come on. That has real life effects. Like, you've ruined that man's career. Like, come on. Guys.
He almost committed suicide.
Yeah.
Stop with the Jar Jar hate. If you want to hate a character, hate Rose Tico, but don't like harass the actor. Okay.
And here's just my personal opinion, Johnny. Don't try to get really, really insane. Don't try to go insane. Jar Jar. If Star Wars: The Phantom Menace is supposed to be a funny movie by itself, not in a trilogy, I would say that Jar Jar is not a good character. But because it's a trilogy, and it's a setup for the original trilogy. I'd say he's mediocre to a minus. So but I personally think he's pretty good. You know, he kind of brings some comic relief. No, I wouldn't have done it, but hey, that's what he did. I respect that. But
Yeah.
no.
So like
That's
what
just me though.
you're doing what these people aren't, and separating what they want from what the film brings.
Yes.
I'm proud of you, Michael.
Thanks, Johnny.
You like Jar
Okay,
Jar?
continue. Yeah.
Both like Jar Jar. So
Kids love Jar Jar.
People still love Jar Jar Binks.
Kids love Jar Jar. I mean, like, if I
He has creepy eyes.
If I were to get, if I were to get, like,
everyone else loves Ned Flanders.
Never mind. Like, okay, let's just continue because this like,
we're so
like,
close. We're 30 seconds.
This failed burial is.
Michael, James, cheer him on.
Yeah.
Come on, Johnny.
Okay. Okay. Finish. Here you go.
Oh, why is this?
No, wait. Can you rewind it a bit? Like, I hate to ask you this, but can you rewind it a bit?
No.
Oh,
beyond repair. The lapses in common sense and logic begin to compound on the movie, and now it is broken. I could end this review here, but I'm really just getting started. I do have to go to traffic court soon, though. I accidentally ran away.
Okay.
What?
No.
On Earth.
No.
Johnny?
Edgy
Give him
jokes
the
are
whole
not.
9 yards.
Edgy jokes are not immediately funny. And,
Yes, they are.
And you haven't proven anything. If you really wanted to, if you need another 4 hours to even say like the plot of the movie, and then express the character designs, and then
This man
afterwards,
is insane.
and then afterwards you have to express like what, like okay, the character design. You have to express the sound, the score, the CGI, and everything. But let me just break it to you simple. You have only said about 1/8 of the movie, and you haven't explained at all the character actions. So you've got a lot more to talk about.
You got a lot of explaining, bud.
Okay.
Only 20 more seconds. You got this.
Come on, Johnny.
And also haven't explained. Wait, is that Kim Jong Un? No. Like, you haven't explained why Jar Jar lapses in logic. Okay, let's finish this.
With my car.
Wait. Is there anything in the end, or is it really the end?
What is wrong with your face?
Oh,
you just had to.
Okay, let's do it. 3, 2, 1. The most glorious
one.
Oh, finally, guys. Okay.
What the SCP-343 did I watch?
No, guys, let's do a half-minute review about Oh Hi. I didn't see you there. Must have been my charming good looks.
No. Let's just give a summary of what we think.
No, let's just get.
No. Okay. No. The thing is, I can't get mad.
I am.
No.
Okay. What did you think of the review, Michael? Honestly, what do you think of such a flawed review?
His or ours?
His, because some guy who loves this guy, some guy who loves the Plinkett to death will defend the review.
Johnny, don't die, please. We need you.
Okay, let's continue.
We're already done.
Well, honestly, I think he had a couple solid points.
Oh.
But honestly, he just.
Wait,
I mean,
that review, like there were some good.
There were some points, like some good points that we had trouble responding to. I mean, like,
and those are
good points. Like there are some like, but the amount of bad points and just not arguments outweighs far outweighs them. Which is honestly, this is like, okay, no,
So I'd say like a 90s to 10.
And what was the
him being
dumbest?
10, us
What was
being
the
90.
dumbest argument of the video?
Why are they landing or in like not a jillion miles away, or like why aren't they landing like a jillion miles away? That's just really obvious.
No. What about like why didn't they hijack an enemy ship?
It's not the way of the Jedi.
No, but like that's just so dumb.
Yeah.
Okay, so what? Okay, so what grade do you give this review? Because I give it at best.
You know what? If I were a certain person, let's see. If I were gonna be like generous, I'd give it like a D. If I wanted to be like strict, I'd give it like a D minus and an F. Probably the D is because he made 5 good points, and the reason why he's so low is also he's so boring.
No, it's not just because he's boring.
No, he's the most boringest one.
He's just so offensive.
Yeah.
And James, how would you grade this review?
Better than how I'm doing in Latin.
I think you there.
No. Okay.
You're pretty good in Latin.
Kidding.
Don't worry, your Latin skills are pretty good.
Okay. Let's see. Next on to Freshman of St. Monica. Go check out Patrick Williams. Why I love Star Wars: Last Jedi.
Yeah. See y'all later.
See y'all later. Bye.
See you in 20 minutes.
Bye.
The most boringest one